The phone lit up on the kitchen counter, buzzing so hard it rattled against the ceramic plate beside it. Ethan's name glowed on the screen. I answered, still stirring tea for Lily, who was scrolling quietly on her phone at the table. "Faye." Ethan's voice cracked through the speaker. "Listen to me. Don't panic. Lily's been taken. Someone has her." The spoon slipped from my hand, clinking against the mug. I turned. Lily looked up at me, eyebrows raised, confusion etched across her face. She was right there. "What are you talking about?" I asked, forcing my voice to stay calm. Ethan's breathing was ragged. "Don't waste time arguing. I just got a message. They have her. They want you." "Ethan," I cut him off, my eyes fixed on Lily as if she might vanish before me. "She's here. Sitting across from me." There was a silence on the line. Then a shaky laugh. No, that's not possible. "Faye, I swear, I just..." "You're not making sense," I said sharply. My hand trembled as I set the phone on speaker. "Lily, say something." "Ethan? It's me. I'm fine. What's going on?" Lily's voice was steady, though her hand curled tight around her glass of water. Ethan stammered. "This isn't... No, you don't understand. Someone must be..." He cut off. A click, then the line went dead. The silence that followed felt heavier than the words he'd thrown at me. I picked up the phone, staring at the black screen, my chest tight. Why would he say that? Lily asked. Her voice was calm, but her eyes searched mine. I shook my head slowly. "I don't know. But it didn't sound like a prank." He sounded terrified. We sat there, listening to the faint hum of the refrigerator. My tea had gone cold, untouched. A thought pressed in, one I didn't want to voice but couldn't escape. If Ethan wasn't lying, and he wasn't confused, then why would he tell me my sister was kidnapped while she was sitting right in front of me? What if Ethan wasn't warning me, but trying to set something in motion? The call replayed in my head all night. I barely slept, lying awake and staring at the faint glow of the streetlight leaking through my curtains. Lily had dozed off in the next room, her breathing steady, but my own thoughts kept racing. When morning came, I was no closer to understanding why Ethan had said what he did. I tried calling him 3 times before work. No answer. On the 4th, he finally picked up. "Ethan," I said, my voice clipped. "What happened last night? You told me Lily was kidnapped while she was right here with me." He exhaled hard, almost like a laugh, but not quite. "It was a mistake, Faye. I misheard something. I thought, just forget it." "Forget it?" I repeated, my voice rising. "You don't scream that someone's been kidnapped and then tell me to forget it." There was silence. Then he muttered, "You don't get it. I was trying to protect you." The words stopped me cold. Protect me from what? My grip on the phone tightened. "Say what you mean." But before he could answer, he hung up. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at the phone in my hand. My tea steamed untouched beside me. Protect me from what? Lily padded in, hair mussed, her sweater hanging off one shoulder. Still nothing. "He said it was a mistake," I replied quietly. "But then he said he was trying to protect me." Her eyebrows furrowed. "Protect you from who? Or from me?" The question stung, not because I believed it, but because Ethan's tone the night before hadn't been just fear, it was conviction. Like he wanted me to believe I was in danger. Or that Lily was. Later that day, I noticed something odd. When I came back from the store, there was an envelope on the doormat, plain, unmarked. Inside was a single piece of paper with 3 words scrawled in thick black marker. "Don't trust him." I read it twice, my pulse thudding in my ears. Him. Ethan. I slid the note back into the envelope just as Lily came up behind me. She froze, reading over my shoulder. "Who sent that?" "I don't know," I admitted. "But someone wants me to believe Ethan's lying." Lily folded her arms, watching me closely. "Or he really is lying." The air between us thickened. Was Ethan being threatened by someone else, or was he the threat himself? I sat down heavily, the note still in my hand. The memory of his panicked voice came back. They have her. They want you. If Ethan wasn't just panicking, what exactly did he want me to believe? The envelope proved one thing: someone was watching us. But was it Ethan, or someone else entirely? I couldn't shake the feeling that the walls themselves were listening. The note stayed folded in my jacket pocket, its weight far heavier than a scrap of paper should be. That night, after Lily had gone to bed, I sat alone at the kitchen table with my laptop open, screen light reflecting against the dark windows. I typed Ethan's name into every search bar I could think of: old news clippings, social media posts, even property records. Most of it was harmless. Pictures of him at college, smiling with friends I'd never met. Comments under photos of vacations I hadn't been invited to. But then I found something buried deeper: an old forum post under his username, time-stamped before we'd met. It read, "If she won't let go of her family, she'll never belong to you. Sometimes you have to scare them into choosing." My stomach dropped. The sound of a creak in the hallway made me snap the laptop shut. Lily appeared, rubbing her eyes, wearing her old pajama shirt. "You're still up?" she asked softly. I hesitated, then gestured for her to sit. "I found something about Ethan. I don't know what to think." She poured herself some water, waiting. I unfolded the note from my pocket and placed it on the table between us. "This showed up today. And then I found something online, something he wrote." Lily read the note again, her jaw tightening. "So it's not just a mistake, Faye. He's planning something. He wants you scared, maybe even isolated." The idea lodged itself in my chest. I remembered the call again, Ethan's shaky voice insisting she'd been kidnapped, insisting it was about me. What if he's trying to turn us against each other? I whispered. Lily leaned forward, her hand covering mine. "Then you can't let him win. Whatever this is, we stay together." Her words steadied me for a moment. But the next day, proof of how far Ethan was willing to go arrived at our doorstep. I was returning from work when I saw a package propped against the front door. No return label. Inside was Lily's scarf, her favorite, a pale blue one she always wore in winter. Only it was cut clean down the middle, the fabric shredded. Lily's face went pale when she saw it. "I left this in my drawer this morning," she whispered. I didn't know which was worse, that Ethan had broken into our house to steal it, or that someone else had access to her things. That night, my phone rang again. Ethan's voice was calm this time, almost rehearsed. "Faye," he said. "I need you to listen. Your sister is dangerous for you. If you don't cut her off, things will get worse." My pulse hammered in my ears. "What are you talking about? You came into our house, Ethan. You took her things." "No," he replied sharply. "I was proving a point. She isn't safe. You don't see it now, but you will. You'll thank me." The line clicked dead before I could answer. I sat frozen, the shredded scarf clutched in my hand. Ethan wasn't panicking anymore. He was certain. Certain that Lily was the threat, certain that I had to choose. If Ethan truly believed Lily was the danger, then what was he planning to do to prove it to me? Morning light filled the kitchen, but it did nothing to calm the storm that had settled inside me. Lily sat across from me, her hands wrapped tightly around a mug, her eyes tired but alert. Between us lay the scarf, cut in half, mute evidence of someone invading our space. "We can't keep waiting for him to make the next move," Lily said. Her voice was firmer than I'd ever heard it. "You have to confront him." I nodded, though my throat tightened. Part of me still wanted to believe Ethan's panic had been real, that he'd been manipulated or frightened into acting strange. But the note, the scarf, the late-night calls, it was too much. He wasn't warning me. He was constructing a story where Lily was the villain. I asked Ethan to meet me at a small cafe on the edge of town. Neutral ground. When he walked in, he looked composed, even smug, his jacket pressed, his hair neat. Not the frantic man from the call. "You came," he said, sliding into the booth opposite me. Good. I was worried she'd keep you from seeing me. She, I repeated, the word sharp. You mean my sister? Ethan leaned forward, lowering his voice. She's not what you think, Faye. She'll drag you down. I had to get your attention, make you see. Everything I did, it was for you. My stomach churned. Breaking into my home? Cutting her things? Lying about kidnappings? He didn't flinch. Yes. Because nothing else was working. You listened to her more than me. If you want a life with me, she can't be part of it. I stared at him, searching his face for the boy I thought I knew, the one who once walked me home in the rain, who remembered how I liked my coffee. But all I saw was someone who wanted control, not love. I don't need protecting from my sister, I said quietly. I need protecting from you. Ethan's expression shifted, just for a moment. A flicker of anger, quickly hidden behind a thin smile. You'll regret this choice. I stood, leaving him at the booth, my hands shaking but steady enough to pull the door open and step outside into the cool air. Back home, Lily wrapped her arms around me, relief washing over her face when she saw me return alone. For the first time, I realized that the person who had stood beside me through every step of this wasn't Ethan. It was her. We didn't talk much that evening. Instead, we sat in silence, the cut scarf folded neatly on the table like a reminder of what had been broken. I told myself it was over. That by walking away, I had chosen freedom. But a chill ran down my spine when I noticed my phone buzzing on the counter. Ethan's name lit up the screen again. This time, I didn't answer.